Dad was a big Rangers fan, so that kind of helps. He was kind of always taking me to the games when I was younger. And growing up in quarantine with my mates, every one of my mates have been Rangers fans, so it's just been in the blood, I think.
Do you remember your first visit to Ibrox or the first game that you went to?
The first game I went to, I think, was Rangers v Motherwell, years and years ago. But Alan Coist scored a great goal. He lobbed the keeper. I can't remember the score then, but I just remember that goal. That vividly remember it. I can't really remember much about it.
As a youngster, though, it's always something special when you start going to football matches. The atmosphere, the sights, the smells.
Like walking up the stairs and the park just like hits you and you see it. It was just, when I was a wee boy, I was always just really excited about it. Still get quite excited now about going to the games, but it was great. It was brilliant when I was a little boy. My dad taking me and just seeing the park and the players in the flesh. It was amazing.
And you're still a season ticket holder?
Yep. Looking forward to next season. Me and my mate Junior have had season ticket for about 4 or 5 years now, so we're looking forward to next year, hopefully.
How difficult is it fitting in, getting to the matches in and around the work?
It's fine because we always just work Monday to Friday here, so we very rarely work weekends. Occasionally we've had the odd weekend, but it's always just Monday to Friday, so it's fine. Midweek games, you need to kind of beat the traffic and get there, but it's okay, it's fine.
You mentioned this forthcoming season. It's an exciting time for the club, and the appointment of Paul Le Guen, it's a major coup for the club.
It is, I think his CV speaks for itself, and I think everything you hear about him, it's all good stuff you're hearing about him, and winning 3 domestic titles with Leon in a row. I think, hopefully, fingers crossed, it can only be a good thing for Rangers.
He's made a few new signings already. What have you made of the players that have come in?
I've watched the Cosmos game and the game after that, and I think Svensson looked quite solid. He looked quite a good signing. Young as well, and it was a boy, Jeremy Clement. He looks a good player. He looks really solid and composed on the ball. Didn't see much of Sionko, but I think what I like about the signings is a lot of them are youngsters and young, fresh legs, and they'll hopefully build a good team for the future as well.
With the expectations that surround the arrival of Paul Le Guen, he really needs to hit the ground running this season.
Aye, it is, but I think a lot, you need to be patient with it, but as you're talking about the expectation levels for the fans and everybody involved with Rangers, you just want everything now, do you know what I mean? You need to really hit the ground running, but I think a wee bit of patience and hopefully it'll all come together well.
When you look back through the years at all the different Rangers teams you've seen, are there players or one player in particular that stands out for you above the rest?
McCoist, just Alan McCoist, just because who he is, he was a man, wasn't he? Just a goal machine, and he was a Rangers man through and through, and all his goals against Celtic especially, he's just the greatest player for me ever. What
about games? We always talk about the Old Firm games being special, the European nights being something else. Is there one that particularly stands out in the memory?
The Scottish Cup final a few years back when McLeish first took over at Hampden, we beat Celtic 3-2. That was just amazing because we just won the CIS Cup, and then it was a Scottish Cup final, and being 1-0 down, pulling it back, then going 2-1 down, then Barry Ferguson scoring that great free kick to make it 2 each, then Lovenkrands right at the end. That game had everything, and it was a great day. It was amazing.
Is there a player you wish you'd been lucky enough to see playing at Ibrox?
Davy Cooper. I'd have loved to have seen Davy Cooper playing at Ibrox, and I've seen videos of him obviously, and that's as close you can get to seeing him, but just the stuff we could see him doing with the ball was just amazing, and I'd love to have seen him, but unfortunately I didn't.
What about life here at River City? You're obviously enjoying what you do.
It's great. I've had 2 weeks off. Went to Barcelona with my girlfriend, and that's me back now, so it's like the first day back at school. But it's good, loving working here, it's great, everything's great.
And a successful time for the show as well.
It's going really well, we've got a lot of stability now, and we're really working hard, and everything's coming really good. Great storylines, everything's going well, and we need to keep it going though.
So tell us a wee bit about your character. He's a
Celtic
fan. You must always get asked this.
Aye, Bob's a Celtic fan. So I have to suffer for my art, as they say, but there's no many references to it now, but there have been in the past. One in particular when my character was in a coma, and I was in hospital, and they had a big Celtic scarf behind me. And I've had a bit of banter for that with my mates and going to the games and that. Get the odd bit of banter when you get to Ibrox. You do know be down the road at Parkhead and all that kind of stuff, but it's good banter, there's nothing malicious in it, it's all fine, but don't really want to talk about it too much.
I was going to say, what about on set? There must be a bit of banter between the Rangers and Celtic fans.
There's a lot of Celtic fans out here, but there's a few Rangers fans, one of the mates. guys earlier, but we keep together and it's all good banter. But coming in after an Old Firm game, if Rangers have lost or vice versa, we get out good to each other. But I get a lot of stuff stuck in my dressing room, like photos of Neil Lennon and all that, because he's not my favourite player in the world, do you know what I mean? And Celtic photos, but this one time I came in after Celtic beat Rangers, a guy, Davey, who's a driver, he put a picture of Neil Lennon up really high, and I'm not really big, do you know what I mean? So I couldn't get it done, so I had to ask somebody to come in and help me get it done. So stuff like that, it's all good fun, it's fine.
But it's such a recognisable role. You must, everywhere you go, you must have people when there's Shellsuit Bob.
You get, I think it's a swagger or something, I don't know, can I get rid of it, but you get a lot of people recognising you, and it's all good. And in a place like Glasgow, it's all just, as I was saying before, it's good, it's just all joking, good banter and stuff like that, so never get any hassle and it's good fun.
Just explain to us where we are here doing the interview.
This is Bob's garage, recently added onto it. You might not be able to see it earlier. It was just used to be quite small, but now we've added onto it, and a lot of filming happens in here where I'm fixing cars and totally know what I'm doing with engines, which I don't. This is quite a busy place sometimes.
It's an incredible set.
It's a really good set. It's really costing a lot of money, and it just looks as if you're walking into a scheme in Glasgow somewhere or something. It's really good.
What about this 11 that you chose then? How easy or difficult did you find the whole thing, first of all?
A lot of it was quite easy, but some of it was quite hard because I didn't pick players for like, other players that I didn't see playing. I didn't want to talk about great players as if I know them for seeing them. I just seen them on video, so I just kept it kind of to players that I've seen in the flesh myself. The goalie, Andy Gorham, who else? Guy's just, he was amazing. He was just part of the 9-in-a-row team and such a character as well, and always kept his best performances for against Celtic, which made my fans' favourite, I think. Great goalkeeper. The save, I think Rangers were playing Celtic at Ibrox, and I think the ball got crossed there and Pierre Van Hooijdonk volleyed it, and Gorham somehow point blank got his hand to it, and the guy was just amazing. He must have broke many Celtic hearts early years. I think I've met him once. He was quite small, obviously bigger than me. He's quite small for a goalkeeper, do you know what I mean? Kind of the similarities with Stefan Klaus, quite small but great shot stopper and just great character, great keeper, brilliant. Right back was quite a difficult one because I've not really. I was going to go for Rickson, but I don't know. I kind of prefer him in the middle of the park. But so I went for Gary Stevens. It's the best I could think of, and I'm only 23, so I didn't really see much of Gary Stevens, I think. But I've picked him just basically because I can't think of any other better right backs. I had Perigny, sometimes Reina played at right back, but I've took Gary Stevens, and I know he was a England international, so I think he must be a decent player, and I'm being honest, I've not really seen him much. So that was my only hard bit to pick. I want him to get forward, and so we're going to talk about my left back later on. You want him to bomb up the channels and support the midfield and that, like kind of modern day full back thing. Richard Gough, who is the man as well, do you know what I mean? He was just captaining the team to 9 in a row, and he was just outstanding, never shirked a tackle, strong in the air, leader, natural born leader. cliche, they don't make them like that anymore, do you know what I mean? He was just a great player, and just the golf at the back, you can't go wrong, do you know what I mean? Just amazing. Everything about the guy was just, he's just a leader, do you know what I mean? He'd be great, he would run through a brick wall for you, as they say, do you know what I mean? Solid and brilliant there, and just a leader, brilliant. He would always kind of try to lift the team, and he would do anything, do you know what I mean? He was just outstanding.
Like you said, he would stick his head in just about anywhere. The amount of times you've seen him bandaged up.
Exactly, he would. Amazing leader, brilliant. Lorenzo Amoruso, Big Amo, who was first and foremost a character. You could say he was just a legend for being a character as well. I mean, people will argue he's had his dodgy moments, like the night against Monaco where we could have went through and Marco Simone robbed him, but I think he was a big game player, and when we played Celtic or it was a big European night, he would always give his all as well. And he was a talented centre-half. He was very strong, good in the air, similar to Goff, but he was just another player who, character, you need characters and you need personalities in your team, and he is one that's in there for that reason. As soon as he got the ball and he'd start his big runs for the back, he'd kind of be, do you know what I mean? But I think all in all he was a really good centre-half, and he gave his all for the club as well. But I think he scored a couple, didn't he? But I think most of the times he went early bar, but that just sums him up, his character as well. He'd give everything, do you know what I mean? He knew what the club was all about, and he would just do his best to get the club success. Arthur Newman was, I don't think a lot of fans realise what they had until he was away, do you know what I mean? Arthur Newman was, in my eyes, a modern day full-back. I think we were really lucky to have him at the club. He was really energetic, he'd get up and down the channel. You look at the World Cup there, full-backs like Philip Lahm for Germany, and Carlos even for Brazil. Just Newman is up there with him, he just gets up and down, and I think when he quit, he could have played on, do you know what I mean? He could still be with Rangers. He was just such a professional, always in good shape, fit, and a great left back. One of the best I think Rangers have ever had. Great left back, and I can't think of anybody else. I was thinking of Davy Robertson, but I think Newman just shades that. He was just a great international full-back, brilliant.
And I think in terms of value for money and performance, he's one of the best signings
He
of the
was really, up there with one of the best signings I've had anyway. He was just really consistent and just an ultimate professional, I mean, great football player. Right side of midfield has got to be Brian Laudrup, because I don't think many people would argue with that. Laudrup was, the stuff you could see him doing with a ball, just amazing, mind-blowing. He was, I'd said earlier on McCoist was my all-time favourite, but Laudrup's up there with him as well. Laudrup was just amazing, and again, he was really consistent, and when he got the ball, every centre-half must just have been very scared, do you know what I mean? Because it was just the stuff he could do, just go past players for fun. And I think Rangers have been missing that for the past couple of years. A player can pick the ball up and drive at people and create that bit of magic, and he certainly created a lot of magic each time at Rangers. The game at Parkhead in particular, we won 1-0. I think it was Brian O'Neill slipped and he picked the ball up and rattled it home. As I say, he was just against Celtic, he was brilliant. Against everybody, he was brilliant. I just rate him really highly. Great player.
And the thing was, when he arrived, it was a fairly big price tag at the time, but he made this instant impact.
He justified the money that was paid for him, and I think he knows himself. He kind of made a mistake leaving to go to Chelsea, and I think it was a mistake, but you couldn't, stuff he'd done for the club, you couldn't deprive him of a big move to Chelsea, so, but it was sad to see him go, but great player, and as like Newman, he was a professional as well, always kept himself good shape and all that, was always up for it. Gaza, I don't think many people would not have him in his team. Gaza was, like Laudrup, a genius with the ball as well. And like Amoruso, he's a big character, as I was saying, you need characters, personalities in your team. He was great as well. At the time he signed Gaza, it was kind of Gaza at Rangers, I mean Paul Gascoigne, but he showed, I think it still does, the club means so much to him, do you know what I mean? He immediately adapted to being a Rangers man, and I think he always will be now. And amazing memories for watching Paul Gascoigne, especially the 8 in a row season, the last game against Aberdeen, where I've watched some videos, I've heard that Alan McLaren saying he was knackered and he was giving him the ball and he says he can't do anything. So he just went up and scored that wonderful goal, do you know what I mean? And topped off. It's a hat-trick that day, isn't it? Just great player, amazing. And that's what a club's all about, do you know what I mean? And I was reading in the paper this week, Barry Ferguson talking about the whole going out drinking session together. You've got to do stuff like that. You've got to, I think it was Goff that says the team that drinks together wins together or something. I mean, you've got to have that kind of bond in that dressing room. I don't think it'll be a long time until they have a dressing room like that again, do you know what I mean? And it was all people that would die for the club and need that.
I think Gaza would admit that his time at Rangers was probably his happiest time in football, his most successful time in football.
Exactly, aye.
But I think the relationship with Walter Smith at the time
that helped a lot, because
well.
I think there was a lot of, I mean, I think there was times when he was at Rangers where he was going through bad times as well, but I think the people running about him like McCoist and, as you're saying, Ian Ferguson, or stuff like that, and especially Walter Smith, I think he went round to his house for dinner at Christmas and all that, I've read in the paper, I think they were really close, and that helped him through, and I think having people like that behind him, it really helped him show himself on the park, and he did that. Great for Rangers, it was just amazing. I remember when he signed and you seen the bleached head and all that, do you know what I mean? It's just amazing. I mean, Gaza at Rangers, just a great player. I mean. Next to Gaza, I'm going to put Barry Ferguson. I'm a big fan of Barry Ferguson, and I mean, I know he had his critics last year, but like all the players like Gaza, Laudrup, Goff, who would die for the club, Barry Ferguson, in my eyes, is in that mould as well. But last year wasn't his best, and I think this year you'll see his best under Le Guen, but last year he had his injury, and he said in the paper recently he kept playing because he didn't want to leave a sinking ship, and that just shows he's a die-hard Rangers fan, do you know what I mean? And he's a very, very talented player, and under Dick Advocaat you've seen that nights against Bayern Munich where he was up against Effenberg and he held his own. Dino Baggio, Palma, he was just in Europe for Advocaat. It was just Advocaat made him into a great player, and I think this year you'll see the real Barry Ferguson.
Such an important part of this present Rangers team.
He is. You need Barry Ferguson in your team, do you know what I mean? I think him and this new boy I've seen, Jeremy Clement or something, I think they two will make a good partnership in the middle of the park. But Barry Ferguson, I know he left and that kind of broke my heart for a while, do you know what I mean? I'd bought this big 40, it was like a signed t-shirt, a signed taupe for Barry Ferguson, and when I left to go to Blackburn, took it off my wall and gave it to my girlfriend's wee brother. And I was just really gutted for ages. Me and my mates were just saying really bad things about him, do you know what I mean? But now he's back. I can't get my photo back off my girlfriend's wee brother, but as long as he's back, and that's that. I think he knows he made a mistake going to Blackburn, but we all make mistakes, don't we? And it's great to have him back, and I think next year under Le Guen he'll be fantastic.
You think, because he's a local boy and well known for being a Rangers fan, do you think sometimes the fans can be overcritical of Barry?
I think so. I think a lot of the fans, I mean, there is a small minority last year that were kind of slating Barry Ferguson a lot, but I think, as you said there, just because he is a Rangers fan, I think people know how much the club means to Barry Ferguson. I think they expect him to produce miracles because they know he's a Rangers fan and because he knows he's got Rangers in his blood, but sometimes it doesn't happen like that. But I think all in all, his time at Rangers he's shown he doesn't need to prove anything. Everybody knows he's a great player. Just needs to get back to full fitness, and I think everything will take care of itself.
He's got a lot of playing left in him yet. He's still relatively young.
Is he 20 years?
Yeah, around about 28.
Could bet he's peaked in there, do you know what I mean? I think next year I'm quite confident he will show what he's all about. Well, I was going to go for Cooper on the left, but again, as I say, I can't really sit and talk about players that I've not seen, so I went for George Alberts, who is a legend as well, the Hammer. Again, a player who I think could have stayed at Rangers longer. The whole riff he had with Advocate and whatever, but just a great player. And again, what Rangers are missing, getting goals from midfield, he would get about 15, maybe 18 goals a season, do you know what I mean? And he was a great player and scored really important goals. And big game player again, and especially against Celtic, he scored some great goals. That free kick in particular, amazing goal. Just a legend as well. Loved Big Hammer. I remember that again, I think, I don't know if it was against Clyde or something, I can't remember. And he hit a free kick and the other team had the wall all set for the free kick. Brave men, do you know what I mean? And I remember him hitting the shot and he smacked the guy right in the head and the guy had to get took off and he was like unconscious and all that, I think. But he's just had a great shot on him. And again, he was a character as well that took Rangers to his heart, and even the way he spoke, he kind of ended up with that kind of Scottish twang, didn't he? He loved Rangers and another player that would die for the club, and he loved the fans, the city, everything. Just another player I wish we'd kept hold of longer.
You look at that midfield of the Alberts era, the strength and depth there was incredible. The likes of Tugai,
we had a
Van
great
Bronckhorst,
midfield. That, as you're saying, Van Bronckhorst, Tugai, Barry Ferguson, Rayner, Alberts, had a great midfield. And I think at that point in time, I don't think I'm exaggerating, I think we'd one of the best midfields in Europe. And in Europe, in the Champions League, I think we showed that we can compete. Just unfortunate incidents like Michael Moles injured himself against Bayern Munich and stuff like that, just unfortunate. But we had a great midfield, and you look at the players now, like Van Bronckhorst consistently playing for Barcelona and Holland, and Tugai went to Blackburn consistently. He's a great player, and just great players.
Sometimes we're guilty of taking these sort of things for granted.
Exactly, aye. Don't realise what you've got, it's away, innit? Ali McCoist, I don't think that will surprise anybody. McCoist just epitomises Rangers. He was just a great player and scored so many crucial goals, and just scored so many goals that weren't crucial as well. He just scored goals all the time. That again, a character, again, knew what Rangers was all about, and just a legend that we hopefully, maybe Chris Boyd's going to maybe be like that, but we need to wait and see. But McCoist, irreplaceable really. Just a legend.
seeing signs that Chris Boyd could go on to emulate this sort of goal scoring?
Maybe I don't want to say it, do you know what I mean? It's a lot to ask one person, do you know what I mean? But I think Chris Boyd will get, is just, even last year, the amount of goals he scored for Kilmarnock and Rangers, continuing that on to Rangers from Kilmarnock was a big step for him, but he seems to have just took it in his stride, and even at this early stage in pre-season he's banging them in as well, so you never know. But McCoist is just the ultimate Ranger in my eyes.
He just had this knack of being in the right place at the right time.
All the time. It's just a classic goal scorer, just a poacher that would always be there. He could be having a bad game, no involved, till he touched the ball, then like 89th minute, they'd pop up and score a goal, do you know what I mean? It's just what Rangers have been crying out for years until we've got Boyd in it, but just a great goal scorer. Great
character as well.
Very charismatic, and everybody, I think even what the Celtic fans won't admit it, but I think even they know he's a character, and I think he's a nice guy as well, do you know what I mean? But they must have had their hearts broken so many times with Harry McCoist, do you know what I mean? And him in like Gaza and golf, just a total like, family orientated thing, it was brilliant. Mark Haley, I don't think you can have one without the other between the two. I mean, I think at that point in time, when they were together, McCoist and Haley had one of the most formidable strike forces in European football as well. I mean, Haley was just big, solid striker, great player, great foil for McCoist, do you know what I mean? I think he'd do a lot more work than McCoist and just set it up for him, do you know what I mean? But Haley was a great striker, and been at great clubs as well, do you know what I mean? Came a great pedigree, and I think they two would strike fear into any, as they have done in the past, any defence. Proved that when they were together, do you know what I mean? Even in Europe as well, when they played Leeds United, I remember the two games, the kind of Battle of Britain thing, and the goal Mark Haley scored against Leeds was an absolute cracker, and the one McCoist scored at Elland Road when Haley was out, and just he knew where McCoist would be, and that kind of stuff with two strikers, just amazing. He whipped the ball across and McCoist headed it in, and that's what you need in a team. You need two strikers that just know each other.
Okay, that's your 11. It's a formidable lineup. I would be worried for any team that came up against this.
Aye. It's a good lineup, and it's, again, as I said, there's other players I could have put in, like Cooper and maybe Sandy Jardine at right back, or John Gregg, Butcher, but just kept it to players I've kind of seen.
So who'd your ultimate manager be? Who would look after this lot?
Walter Smith. It's got to be Walter Smith. I mean, a lot of people say Souness was a great manager. He was a great manager, but a lot of people it's a debate amongst Rangers fans, Souness or Walter Smith, but I think Walter Smith continuing, taking over for Souness, who was such a high profile manager at the time, he had a lot of financial backing behind him, signing players like Butcher, captain of England. I think Walter Smith taking over for that and continuing that success rate up to the 9 in a row says a lot about his character, and I think he's just a really good manager.
It looks like he's doing a successful job with Scotland now as well.
Aye, he's going to get a tough group though for the European Championships, just Italy and France, you know what I mean? But aye, I wish him all the best and hope he does do well, and it's a tough job though, but he's looking, Scotland are starting to look